We had 16 calls in just one day for my marketing agency, and it comes down to three or four very simple principles. The first principle is having more of a blue ocean niche. It doesn't necessarily have to be an incredibly blue ocean niche. For example, specialty construction contractors. Who works with those guys? Tattoo parlors. I feel like I haven't really heard too much about those. It doesn't have to be incredibly blue ocean, but just more blue ocean. So, for example, if you're marketing to marketing agencies or SaaS companies or e commerce founders, good luck. These are niches that are so sophisticated and understand marketing to such a degree, intuitively, even because they've been marketed to so many times, that your marketing has to be incredibly good to actually be effective and to not be ignored. Your marketing efficiency is what I call it. If you have a high level of marketing efficiency, when you put out an ad or an SMS or just any of these ways to get clients or to get people interested to book a call with you, then more people are going to come into your funnel. Okay. Instead of 1%, 2%. What this means is now you're going to have double the sales because double the people came into your funnel. So marketing efficiency is very important. The second reason is I marketed in a scalable way. I've tried almost every client acquisition method over the years. One of my favorite ones, if it makes sense and if it's doable for the service, the niche, the business model, is advertising, Facebook advertising. Why? Because eventually, with a lot of these other ways to get clients, you'll eventually reach a point of scalability where it's very hard to push past a certain ceiling. It's hard to get more email addresses to send emails to. It's hard to get more Instagram handles to send Instagram DMs to. It's hard to get more SMS numbers. It's hard to scale. And I don't know about you, but I want a way to get clients that is almost infinitely scalable. The third reason is I picked a service that was in high demand but low supply. Meaning I was a fisherman in a fishing spot that had less fishermen fishing in the same spot and fish that really wanted the bait that I had, versus other spots, they have way more fishermen, way less fish. The fish are sick of the bait and they know that the bait is just going to get them killed as fish. So they're not interested. The marketing efficiency is low and the competition, the fishermen, there's too many of them. So good luck, even if you're very good at what you do, actually standing out, because everyone has tried to be unique. Everyone has tried to say the same thing. There's almost nothing you can do in those markets. You can take a 10 out of 10 entrepreneur and put them in the most saturated niches in the world, and that entrepreneur is going to have difficulty seeing success. Yet, you could give them a different business model, a different service, a different niche, a different strategy, put them in a different arena, a different game to play, and they will come out with 10 times the success, whatever the numbers are, 10 times the success, 10 times easier, purely because they picked a different fishing spot. So the reasons are blue ocean niche, a scalable way to get clients, and thirdly, a service that was in high demand that not a lot of people were doing, so I had less competition, meaning it was easier for me to stand out, it was easier for me to get replies, easier for me to get people actually being interested in what I am selling. So you'll notice that number one and number three are actually the most important, and those are principles. And number two, of course, there is a principle here of scalability and client acquisition, but it's more tactic based, and it only matters down the line when you really want to scale. But when you're starting, the most important thing is what I said. I said picking a blue ocean niche and picking a service that not a lot of people do. Both of these things are the same principle, the same thing. Supply, demand, saturation, sophistication, aka the game that you want to play. Make it one where you have an advantage, where you're unique, new, novel, different. One of those things. That's how you can stand out. And now your ads, your SMS, your email outreach, your content, it's not being ignored. People are paying attention to it, meaning they're actually going to book calls. They're paying attention to it because you said something in a new, novel, different, unique way. You've got something that makes you different. You have an appeal that they're now listening. If people do not listen to your marketing, it is going to be so difficult to try to force the market to like the service, to want the service. Even if they need it, they might not want it, or to want to listen to your ad, or to even to like your ads, or to like your email outreach. Because the best marketing I've ever done, and the marketing that I've gotten the most compliments from the customers and the clients that we've signed over the years, has always been marketing where they just haven't seen this type of thing before. We found something they haven't seen, so now their brain forces them to pay attention to it. Their brain is going to force them to say, should I ignore this? Is it the same as everything else? Will it look kind of different? Let me actually take a new decision, a new perspective on this. This seems new. Do I need this? Do I want it? And that is all you need. You need that gap. The gap of I'm actually going to pay attention and listen to what this man has to say. That gap is where you can actually persuade. Without that gap, you are going to be categorized as everything else they've listened to in the past, and they're just going to automatically, subconsciously, unconsciously rely on the decision they've made in the past. So good luck if you're playing a difficult game. I'm not saying don't do it. What I'm saying is there's easier games to play, and it really just depends on what you want to do. And for a lot of people, you should play an easier game while having the skills of a 10 out of 10 entrepreneur, because that is where you actually get the freedom that you were looking for in the first place.